Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Hi folks, welcome to the Prepared Homestead. This is Travis. Thank you all for stopping by to watch an absolutely beautiful day. Just almost getting into those nearly perfect levels of weather. Can't really complain. Just a little cool, but not terribly bad. As you can see, things are really starting to green up around here. We're having some really nice skies, clear, and then of course, you know, decently. Even though the last couple of nights we had a little freeze, but overall we've had some really nice warm weather, and it shows. Fields are already greening up, trees are starting to leaf out. Really nice weather. Everyone's wanting to get into the gardens. And in fact, we're going to be helping, our group is going to be helping one of the local schools around here put out a garden this year for the children. So that's exciting. The weekend is almost upon us also. And so that means that things could happen. A lot of times they do over the weekend, catches people off guard. So we got to be ready for that. Before I start, Iron Survival, ironsurvival.com. What that is, it's a good friend of mine that runs that. And if you're wanting to learn some skills, right? Not gardening skills, not really like medical skills or how to build a house. If you're wanting to know how to protect yourself, protect those things, those kind of skills, you need to reach out to ironsurvival.com. They have online courses that you can take. So if you're not able to go in person, they're much more affordable, and you can take online courses. But they also have in-person courses here in the Ozarks. Just about every weekend anymore, they have these online in-person courses, and then they can do customizing. So if you have a group of people and you want to learn a specific thing, you want to, develop your skills in a specific area, reach out to them. And they have some very reputable experts that can kind of customize a class for you. So, in fact, at our next meeting, our next local meeting here, the director, the head of that, he's coming to speak to us. So you want to come to that meeting. He's going to be talking about how to put together bug out bags and emergency kits and stuff. Ways to put them together, how to make them functional, how to make them work for an emergency. So anyways, so there's been a big earthquake up in the Northeast. I mean, not a huge earthquake, but big enough that people felt it. 4.5, 4.7, something like that, up in New Jersey, just west of New York City. Who knows? I mean, anymore, I'd say most of us, when something happens, our initial gut reaction is all right, who did this? Is this our government? Is this the Chinese? Is this the Russians? What's going on? Don't know. Maybe it's just genuinely an earthquake, but it is the biggest one in that region for, I think, the last 280 years or something. I mean, a lot. It's been a long time since they've had. That's not the common place to have earthquakes, right? But it's happened. Israel and Iran, I mean, it could happen this weekend. Man, this road, between the road, they haven't graded it in a while, and the fact that my shocks are pretty much done. I have ordered them, I just haven't had the time to replace the shock absorbers. They're pretty much toast on this truck. So once I get that done, hopefully it won't be quite as bad. But anyways, it's very possible that this weekend, U.S. is saying that the intelligence that they have is that Iran plans on attacking Israel sometime between now and the end of Ramadan, which I don't really know when that is. Forgive me for not being culturally aware of other religions, but I don't know. Probably next week, maybe. I don't know. It's interesting, though. So apparently Iran has worked out a deal with the United States in regards to this. So Iran is openly saying that they're going to destroy. In fact, they said today that this is the end of Israel. This is the end of Israel. Iran is known for their big talk and their very small follow-through. So I'm not quite to the point of believing that this is going to be that, but you never know where it heads to, which direction it goes. But Iran has been talking this up in their newspapers, all their propaganda pieces, talking about the storm is coming and all this kind of stuff, that they're going to destroy Israel. Israel says that they have intelligence that they're going to be using multiple systems, missiles, rockets, drones, and everything. And so they're at the most heightened level of alert that they can be. They say they've gotten everything ready, but they're still attacking Gaza and Lebanon and things like that. But here, getting back to what I was saying, is that strangely enough, is the United States and Iran has worked out a deal with this. That if Iran doesn't attack any U.S. assets, any U.S. targets, when they do their attack in Israel, then the United States will stay back and just allow this to be between Israel and Iran. I don't know if that means just during the attack or from here moving forward. I don't know. But, I mean, making deals with the enemy, maybe? I don't know. That's strange, because the United States has always been such a staunch ally of Israel, and that does seem with this Biden administration to be changing, which is kind of leaning or whatever towards biblical prophecy that at some point the whole world will be against Israel. So that's interesting, and it's something to watch, because we've got the eclipse coming up in just a few days. We've got the weekend started. Gold is breaking records today. It's still shooting upwards, and so is silver. Silver, last time I checked today, was in the $27 an ounce range, which isn't record territory, but it's getting up there. But the gold is it's astronomical at this point. Well over it's getting close to the 2,400. Sorry, I'll spit it out eventually. It's like 2,360, 2,370. So we're getting close to 2,400 within just a few days, and that's not good for the overall economy. At least compared, from the dollar's point of view. I mean, it may be good in a lot of ways, but not for the U.S. dollar. And with the weekend, always weird things happen on the weekend. That's kind of when they plan a lot of stuff. So is it possible that Iran and Israel is going to start a war, and then the banking starts collapsing because the gold is skyrocketing? And I don't know. I mean, it's possible. When you add into all the stuff, the amount of illegals poured in, and the now with this new bird flu that they're trying to really push on people and get everyone terrified, it's going to be 100 times worse than COVID. It's going to have potential that 50% of the people could die, that get it, all this kind of stuff that they're just out there just ramping up. I would highly suggest that before the weekend starts, before the day ends, you make sure things are kind of topped off. Probably should come home with a full tank of gas in your vehicle. If you need to go do some shopping before the day ends, I mean, right now where I'm at, it's early afternoon, so you still got time. I would stay on the alert this weekend. Doesn't mean that you don't do anything, but I would definitely stay alert. If something big, I'm not saying just an attack. If Iran attacks Israel, that doesn't necessarily mean that things are going to explode into something else. But depending on the situation, it could. The the markets and everything, with gold just skyrocketing, we don't know. We're in uncharted territory at this point. So we really don't know what could happen. I mean, it's a lot of speculation, but we don't know. And so, I mean, probably from here on out, every weekend you should be this way. But certainly this weekend, I would be on a little bit elevated alert. Just kind of paying attention, like I said, between what's going on in the Middle East, the money system, the border, the eclipse, everything. I think it'd be in your best interest to keep your head on a swivel this weekend a little bit more than normal. Be ready just in case. Have your go bags ready, if that's your plan. whatever it is. Because, again, there's a lot of things kind of falling into place. And, I don't know. You'd feel really dumb. You'd just hate yourself if after all this time and watching videos like mine and getting prepared, if something happens and you're not even ready for it. So that's why you should be actively preparing and just in a state of readiness. I mean, I don't even consider it prepping anymore. I mean, yes, you're still prepping as long as you can, but you're really in a state of readiness, and that's really a very different thing mentally. That you're just in a state of readiness, because you know that whatever could happen is getting near, and so that's really where we need to be at. Stay watching this stuff. The whole Russia-Ukraine thing, that's heated up too. I mean, that's getting crazy. It's been a lot of tit for tat there, and they've been once again, I think today or yesterday, Ukraine struck several targets, destroyed several Russian planes at a Russian air base. The United States has basically scolded China, saying that they're getting into dangerous territory with the level of support that they have for Russia. So it's like we're trying to make an enemy there. Just a lot of stuff. So get ready for it, folks, and just get your houses in order. Prepare mentally, physically, and spiritually. Thanks for watching. Catch you in the next video.